Hi, my name is JT.
I'm Evan.
And welcome to G Club. Today we're going to be looking at the game called Scream or Die, which is a Kickstarter game that's coming out on October 2nd. So, let's get this game to the table, see how it plays, and we'll come back and give you our thoughts. In Scream or Die, you play child-sized monsters who are after treats more than tricks. But don't count out those tricks, as they can gain you Monster Inc. style screams as they help you get those treats you so long for. If you fill up your bag of goodies before your fellow monsters, you win the game. So here we have a game set up for 4 players. So each player is going to end up with their own player card here. And so in this case, you can see I've got Harriet. And the goal of the game is to get to 13 candy. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to be looking for the symbols on the dice that look like the ones that are at the top of whatever is the best dice for you. Now you can also get these same icons over here on these other dice that are okay for you, but they're not going to be as frequent and they're not going to have multipliers. And then there's going to be dice that actually have nothing for you. And this is what's called the worst dice for you. So in this case, Harriet is going to really want orange dice. They're going to be okay with yellow and black, and they're really not going to have any use for anything with blue. So during the game, you're going to be rolling dice. And so the first player is going to grab the bag of dice. They're going to grab 5 dice out of the bag, and they're going to check to see if anyone else wants to add some dice. So people are going to be looking at their player boards and wondering, okay, Evan has pulled out 3 orange, a blue, and a white. Now the white are simply just going to give scream tokens back to the players. Now in an orange, if I was actually Harriet, I would be really excited that all the orange dice are out. And so Harry down over here is excited because all the orange dice have come out. There's only 3 of each kind. Then there's blue dice. Harry doesn't really care for blue dice, but he also recognizes he doesn't really care if there's any more dice that comes out, because really the orange dice is what really benefits him and it's really going to maximize. So he's got the option now. Does he want to add in any more dice to the pool? He's going to go no. Cleo looks over and sees that there's orange, blue, and yellow for his best. Probably not. But Vlad looks over and sees that they're all orange dice. He's going to want to add in some dice because, hey, there's not enough of any blue, yellow, and especially no black. So he's going to ask Evan to add 1 die in. So Evan's going to add a die to the pool. And he pulls out a yellow, and then Evan gets the opportunity as Grace to decide whether or not he wants to add in a die himself. So he's going to pass. All right, so now he's going to roll the dice. So Evan has rolled these dice here, and so you can see that there is a bat, which is helpful to Vlad. There are 4 scream tokens that are over there represented by the white and orange. There is a hat, which is very helpful to Grace, who's invisible. And then you've got, what is that, 3 scratch that's helpful to Harry. So now everyone's got the opportunity. Do they want Evan to re-roll any of the dice? So Harry's going to take a look at this. He's going to say, you know what? I want to re-roll that orange hat. So he's going to grab one of his scream tokens. He's going to put it into the pool, and then Evan has to re-roll the orange hat. And he comes up with the scream token. So that takes away from Grace. And then Cleo over here says, well, wow, I'm looking for a pyramid and I don't see anything on there. So I want you to re-roll that yellow die. And so they're going to spend a scream token and re-roll the yellow die with a scratch on it. And, oh, it still rolls a scratch. So that isn't helpful to Cleo. Vlad likes the fact that he's actually got a bat. There's no black dice out, so he's actually going to just pass and hold on to his scream tokens for now. And then Grace gets to decide whether or not they're going to add, change anything up. And so he takes a look, and he decides he wants to re-roll the blue bat die. So he's going to re-roll that one, and looking for a hat, he gets a scream token. So at this point, what's going to happen is everyone's going to move up the score track depending on the number of icons that are related to them. At this point right now, it's just going to be Harry, and Harry goes up the track the same number here. It looks like 3. And then from over in Grace's perspective, now is going to get 7 Scream tokens because of all of the Scream dice that popped up, or the side of the Scream dice. Then what happens is there'll be cleanup, and so the dice will go back into the bag, and then that bag will be handed over to the next player. So this will go from Grace to Harry, and then play will continue clockwise. Players will continue doing this until one of them gets to 13 candy, and the first player to do that wins the game. All right, so let's give our final thoughts on Scream or Die. So, Evan, what did you think of it?
I thought it was a great game. It's good for 2 players. I prefer the 3 or 4 player over that, though. It's really simple. It's fun. It's a good family game. The art on it's pretty cute. It's funny. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. Although I would say that the game is best at 4 players. The 3 players kind of, I don't know, it doesn't seem to balance out because of the dice. Because some dice are worse for others, but good for other people. And so if you have all 4 monsters out, it's all balanced. When you have one that has, some shared dice with only one other person, and one person's kind of left out on their own, it just kind of takes it out of whack a little bit. But outside of that, I think it's fantastic. My family enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun because it was enough of that kind of, if you want to introduce your kids to a take that kind of game, right? And trying to give them into some chance, because those Scream tokens, hey man, I've got all this candy that's built up for me, and oh boy, I'm gonna get all this candy, and then all of a sudden your family is just slowly picking you off and taking and re-rolling each one of those dice. So who's this for? This would be for folks that like a little bit of dice rolling, some push your luck elements, as well as some take that and a light filler. So if those things are appealing to you, I would say definitely check out this game on Kickstarter coming October 2nd. So what do you think, Evan?
I would say you should get it. It's a really good game, for families, children, everybody.
Yep. So we had a lot of fun of it as a family, playing the 4-player version of it, the going back and forth, and man, you took it again, you mess with me, those kind of things. And so I would just say, if you enjoy that and your family can laugh at being able to mess with each other and re-rolling dice, and you don't mind that, I would say check this out. All right. So question of the day is, who is your favorite classic monster? Dracula? Is it the Mummy? Is it the Invisible Man? Or is it the werewolf? Let us know in the comments below. So hey, if you liked this video, hit like, hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see some more videos from us. And if you have any questions or comments, please post them in the comments below. With that said, my name is JT.
I'm Evan.
And you've been watching G Club. Not get this frog out of my throat. Ribbit. Okay, we have to remember to look at the camera instead of the viewfinder. And I completely looked at the viewfinder the entire time.
You did. Sure, don't look at the viewfinder.
Yep. All right, you ready?
Yep.